What's up? Welcome to the No Mongo Podcast, a weekly show about all things skateboarding. My name's Rick Beta, and I'm back from a very fun and exhausting weekend. We spent not this last weekend, like yesterday. I'm recording this on Monday. The weekend before, we were at Disneyland. So that's right. The family hopped on a plane, headed down to Anaheim, and I didn't have any time. I literally had no time to squeeze in any skating while I was down there. So I probably would have sent out the bat signal to some of the skate Twitter crew. But and frankly, though, I don't think I would have had enough energy anyway. I mean, if I did, because it happened to be really, really, really hot while we were down there. You know, you have the pavement, the asphalt, you're waiting in lines. I mean, go figure, right? Had we gone this past week, it would have been perfect, right? But we knew all along. We were tracking the weather. We're like, oh boy, when we're going to go down there, it was in basically, low 90 temps. If you've ever been to Disneyland around around that time, the temperatures, it's not fun. It's not fun. We were all drained. We were all completely drained and exhausted by Sunday. Toast. So yeah, it was a nice little trip, and the main reason why, which I wanted to point out, we did that trip was to celebrate my wife completing her chemo and radiation treatments. I'll repeat that again. My wife completing her chemo and radiation treatments. Boo-boo, boo-boo, boo-boo. She is done. She got to ring the bell, and of course she wanted to splurge a little bit, and we headed down to the land of Mickey. And honestly, it was still, it just surreal. It just didn't seem like it was real. Even when she rang the bell, it's just like, wow, this really happened to my immediate family, to my wife. It's just a trip. So it was a lot of emotions. But she's like, oh yeah, I want to go to Disneyland. I'm just gonna splurge. Let's do it. I'm all, hell yeah, we're gonna do that. I mean, I'm so proud of how she handled these past 10 months. Like a freaking boss. Like a champ. Even the doctors were like, she is handling these treatments way better than most. It's almost as if, that's why I say it didn't seem like it happened. Of course, it's easy for me to say, but even her going through the process, it's like, it could have been much, much worse. I'm sure there are people out here listening that are, yep, my so-and-so, my partner, my mom, whatever, had to go through it, and it was brutal. We got so lucky. So lucky. So yeah. So anyway, thanks to everyone who reached out, checked in along the way. It means so much to me. It means so much to my family. I told my wife about it. I'm like, yeah, I just had, listeners of the show reach out, and some of them she knew, others she didn't know. It was so awesome, So the next steps, of course, is 6-month routine checkups, and she'll be on 2 specific meds for 5 years is the window, and assuming all is well, we'll take it from there. So she's got this. So now to the main reason why I hop on the mic every week, I'm talking skateboarding, baby. Actually, maybe should I change the title of the pod to that? Talking skateboarding. You think Schmitty would be upset about that? Would he even notice though? I don't know. I mean, it does sound very proper though. Like I'd have to change my role to a more serious host. Probably have to talk very monotone. Well, this week on Talking Skateboarding, just no funny business. I mean, I guess it's probably not my jam, I don't know. I'll leave that up to Schmitty, but shout out. Gotta say that to the Schmitty. So anyway, speaking of skateboarding, okay, there's this one guy, his name's Tom Knox, not the original Tom Knox, but the latest, and greatest version, from the UK. We all know him. Or know of him, right? And he's one who recently gave us like a nice little Q4 drop recently. Like very subtle. Team Knox, I see you. I'm doing the whole eyes point. I see you working. And how convenient too, right? Dropping multiple parts in the months of 10, 11, and 12. No one's ever done that before. Never. No, right? Nah. I mean, we've all talked about it before, and we still all call it SOTY season. But at what point will the season change? I want SOTY season at the beginning of the year. Start the new year off right. Next year, okay? I asked for this last year. It didn't happen. Gave everyone plenty of heads up this year. I mean, long-time listeners know. I've mentioned many are rolling their eyes right now like, oh, gosh, but I'm serious. I mean, it's getting to the point where SOTY season is going to need, they're going to need like some big-time like celebs, like a Ryan Seacrest. Get Aaron Andrews out there or someone like them to kind of hype it up. Have this big event to kick it off. Get Pitbull singing, many A-list skaters, walking up on a red carpet. SOTY season is in full effect, and let me tell you, the stars are out tonight. We're seeing some amazing fits and parts. Looks like we have someone approaching now. Oh, what are you wearing today, sir? Oh, me? Oh, sci-fi fantasy cap, dime hood. What do I got? Dickies pants and some half cabs. Yeah. Ryan, would notice like Louis Barletta across the way and push the dude aside. Like, no, let's go talk with the tourists. Let's go. Run, grab the cameras. Go. For SOTY season, they could even have everything planned in advance, okay? All the nominees listed. There could be sent out a for your consideration flyer. All of the Thrashers subscribers, you have their email, their address right there with the return envelope. What are you doing? Actually, real question though. What are you doing for SOTY season, for your SOTY event? Oh, me, I'm headed to Iowa. I need to see that epic skate park, Rad. Okay, cool. Yeah, SOTY season's the best. Even Best Buy, they're going to have like sales on big screen TVs to help, the voters consume these videos of these skaters that are nominated, on a proper screen, not on our cell phones like I do a lot. I'm guilty of it. Well, okay, now I'm done. I'm fine. I'm fine. For now. Maybe. Really though. But see what you did though, Tom? And he's not the only one. We're most likely still waiting for some stuff from, recent winner Mark Suciu. Is he going to make another run at it? From the recent clips I've seen on IG, it could appear so. It would appear so. He can, of all the people, he can come in and snatch that. He can snatch another one like that. But he's almost been too quiet this year. I wanted to point that out. He's been almost a little too quiet. It's like, dude, no parts suit you? He probably, I can't recall any at the moment. Earlier this year, Tom Knox, he dropped, his part for his latest, New Balance 440. And he did a short, for Pocket Skate Mag, the 5 on Flat series. 5 solid tricks from him. But that was back in February. And then in March, he was featured on the KRKD video. Tearing up the streets of, San Francisco. He's out here in the Bay. So I guess now I think about it, I shouldn't get too mad at the guy. He's kind of taken the Mason Silva approach. Now that I think about it, he hasn't just dropped it all right now. He's been spreading out over the year. I could get with that. But however, this week though, he dropped a video part to complement his upcoming, December 2023 Thrasher cover. The one where he's seen. You should see me now. I'm just kind of like trying to get as small as I can in this chair. The one where he's like barely scraping by, like a very tight space. I counted 10 stairs. Is that right? Is it 10 or 11? I think it was a 10 stair set is what I wrote down. But that, of course, definitely got my attention as soon as I saw it. I was like, deep breath. You can do this, Rick. And you know me, I'm a huge fan of those tricks like that, tricks in tight spaces. Even though I'm somewhat claustrophobic, I personally would prefer to have like a little bit more room when I'm hucking it down some stairs, but not Tom. No, dude was practically scraping his knees, and his butt with those attempts. But I had to laugh a little bit at his first attempt, though. Think about it, not too many skaters can do just that. Not too many parkour guys could do that. Not too many parkour gals could do that. Most of us would have been we'd pinball back and forth against the walls. Eventually probably pulling a Tony, right, and falling to our near demise. But I'm so glad they put out this video, though, for us to see. Of course, in advance of the mag that we've already seen the cover for. It's not like a spoiler. But for real, though, I just kept thinking how awkward that must have been to try. I mean, you think about it, you can't fully crouch down for your ollie, yet you have to clear those steps. Yeah, speed is key, of course, but it's still awkward. I just don't know how you didn't get stuck like during any of those attempts. Like I said, I mean, I just literally you try running and jumping down that like sideways, right? And kind of what would be an ollie position. Straight on, maybe you could do it, but do it sideways where you're kind of crouched down. I mean, he did that. And no hands touched the wall, only an elbow, right? He got an elbow in there. Did it help him or hurt him? I don't know. I don't. I think it's just either way. It wouldn't have. If he hit his face on there, maybe he had to put the elbow up. That's a make. That's actually a make. Put the whistle back in your left pocket. Put it back. No need for it. But I'm surprised though, because and that wasn't it though. He had another video. So that's the thing. That wasn't it. Just the Thrasher cover video. We also got to see Tom in his Tom Knox for Dickie's part. Okay, and that bad boy was about 5 minutes. I wrote down of Tom Knox fun, and I loved his ender too. I mean, one that was in the theme of tight spaces. Oh, actually, narrow spaces, more specifically for this one. That was crazy. And what's crazy also as well is that the Thrasher cover video, it's only got like half the views as the Dickie's part. So a lot of y'all are just not impressed. Like, I don't need to see that. I see it on the cover. Yeah, he gets a make. But it's interesting. Like, same skater, but the other one got like double the amount of views. It's very interesting. But either way, though, it's a lot of Tom in the past week. 2 videos and an upcoming Thrasher magazine, upcoming Thrasher cover that will be in our hands by the end of the year. So for your consideration, yeah, indeed, that's what's going on. I mean, all I know, I guess, with all my complaining or slightly complaining or just kind of moaning and groaning, as of this recording, there is no, in my eyes, true front runner SOTY right now. I don't really have a skater that I could throw on my sports analyst suit, make my pick in advance, basically like I've been able to do the last 3 to 4 years. Last 3 to 4 years, I felt so confident. I'm like, yeah, congrats to so-and-so. Sometimes months in advance, I would just be like, yeah, give it to this person. Although now I think about it, though, I guess, here I can make one solid, one true. I feel good about this prediction right now. I feel it's a good, I feel it is. I feel it's a good lock. I mean, it's a 50-50 chance, but I feel 100% sure that this year's skater will be, okay, hold on. This year's skater of the year will be a goofy-footed skater. Yeah, there you go. That's my pick. I mean, some of you right now, you're probably giving me the Family Feud clap, shouting, good answer, Rick, good answer. Yeah, good answer, man. But don't mock it. That's a really good answer. Yeah, this year's SOTY's going to be goofy-footed. Yeah, I'm just feeling it. I'm just thinking it. Yeah, Tyshawn's regular. He won last time, but it's not. It doesn't come into factor. I just feel it's going to be a goofy-footed rider. I mean, does that mean it'll be Tom? Maybe Yuto? His name's been coming up with, the acronym as of late. I talked about, Kyle Walker a few weeks ago and maybe a Toady, but we're still waiting on clips from him. Let's see who else. And the key is, when will all this stuff drop? Is he going to give it another go? Or is he done? Or is he going to stack for next year? Right? Because is it the Olympics next year? Wait, 2000. My brain's not working at the moment. But yeah, is he going to stack it up? Bring it out next year? I mean, we're getting to the points where these nominees, they only have about a month to show us what their stuff. Show us what they've got. They want our consideration. They got about a month. October 16th as I record this. October's almost done. And November's all you got. So yeah, I'm very curious to see how these next few weeks unfold. And I do have to add the disclaimer. We still don't know how in the hell these skaters are voted on or what the true criteria for a skater of the year is. We have no idea. But we can kind of guess based on, previous winners, previous trends. The Q4 push has been a recent one. and it's worked. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Who you got, though? Or as I say every year, or you just don't care anymore? Quick little water break. I appreciate your patience. Let's see what else. What else is going on? Oh, I got to check out Aaron's for Sci-Fi Fantasies part. That was awesome. Aaron basically doing what Aaron has always been doing: quick feet, destroying ledges. And I don't like that she's. I'm just gonna be blunt with you. She's stealing all my double flip warm up tricks. Nah, not cool. Those are mine. No, stop stealing them, please. Double flip, frontside flip down some stairs. No big deal, right? We all do those. Yeah. Come on, man. I do a first tee. It's when I get my legs warmed up. Double flip. Was it frontside tail slide? Yeah, sure. Whatever. Yeah. Count me in. Let's play skate. We'll both do that trick together. So that was a good video. But one thing I noticed so recently is kind of the big difference in growth of, former team riders, right? So Jerry Sue and Louis Barletta, how they've been managing their companies. We all know, Louis, he pretty much, he told everyone to change out their Enjoy shirts and get back on the bus. Go back, or actually in the jacuzzi, get back, and just shove all of them in there. Louis like, go, cram them all in, like push them. Ugh. It's like that footage you see on, of the light rails and trains in other countries where the rush hour, they just cram everyone as humanly possible into those trains. Yeah. It's kind of like what Jacuzzi Unlimited's been doing, right? Cram them all in. Bring them on. Pick them up. Mock. See. But Jerry, on the other hand, is he's more deliberate in his approach, right? I mean, he watches, he ponders, I got mine on my chin too, hand on chin. Almost as if he's playing a game of chess. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that's true. I should switch my analogy. It's in board game analogies, Jacuzzi Unlimited is probably like, Jacuzzi Unlimited's Hungry Hippos. Remember that game? You just try to chomp down as much as you go. Just slamming that thing. Chomp, 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 chomp. That's more like it. And sci-fi is chess. There. See, I processed that, verbally and vocally, and just we process that together. And don't get me wrong, I'm all in on Jacuzzi. I've yet to buy one of their boards though, but I will soon. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's just got to be. Yes. Why did I look over my shoulder right now? I'm in the garage. It just might have to be when, the wife is out of town. I think she's got a business trip coming up soon. When she's out of town, and I can sneak it into the garage. Not where I have to try and, cough over trying to opening the garage door, put it in there. I've just got too many boards in the queue, you guys. That's it. She's already said, you got too many skateboards out there, Molly. Yeah, I could use some more too. Do you want to help with that? Here's the reason why I have this one. There's a reason why I have this one. Here's my cruiser. Here's my old cruiser. Here's my 8.25. Here's my 8.10. Here's my 8.6. Here's my Street Plant Gons. That one's still fun. Love that board. So, yeah, as I said, I'm going to buy a Jacuzzi Unlimited board. Or Z. As soon as my wife's out of town, you guys. Stop bugging me. But yeah, I started thinking like how both teams have been growing recently. And it's nice to see, of course, the cameo from Jerry, and Ryan Lay in Aaron's video. I mean, he's another one who's been killing it this year too. Ryan, I mean, ever since he got on New Balance, it seems like his spark has just been reignited. Anyone notice that? He's been killing it over there in Arizona. Been slaying it. And shout out to Mr. Lay as well. He's back on episode 198. If you want to circle back and check out the great chat I had with the dude. Solid dude. So yeah, he's been killing it too. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out. Aaron killed it, but then which led into me comparing Jerry and Louis' brands. I don't know. It's just interesting. Just thought about that. Jerry's very, very deliberate. Louis like, Everybody on the bus. No, I'm sorry. Hungry hippos. Almost forgot my analogy there. So yeah, did you check out that video? Let me know what you thought. You down with those double flips? I mean, Aaron is off the hook, you know? Another video I wrote down, but I didn't write notes for, is Jack Olson's After Hours. Effortless style. And he's always killing it. Like, he's a real one. His switch game is ridiculous. And I saw a couple rooftop tricks, right? Thought about Tony. I was like, oh no! Where's the broom? Where's the leaf blower? Are you cool? Everything, there's no pebbles up there, right? And finally, although I didn't get to watch the entire thing, not every run, not every trick, I did keep my eye on, of course, the Tampa AM contest over the weekend. Maybe I'll circle back and watch all the madness as it went down. But I had to at least point out, most of you guys probably know the results, but third place is Momohei Yabushita. Second place was Toa Sasaki. And first place, Laser Crawford. And I had to point that out because Bam Margera called it. That was his pick all along. He said, Laser's got this. I'm like, damn, he won? You called that, Bam? Dude. It's good to see Bam out and about. I've talked about him in the past, a few episodes, early on as well. Good to see him out and about. He's looking good. It sounds good. So, and he's calling shots. Hey, Bam, who you got for SOTY, dude? Who you got for Toady? Am I on the right path with my picks? Is it going to be a goofy-footed rider? Are you going to win, Bam? Are you going to drop some parts? But yeah, I just had to point that out. So congrats to all three of those the winners. Laser, Bam's got your back, dude. Whatever he says, it turned into magic for you. I do got to admit, though, I love the fact that they added a vert ramp back to the spot. Hell yeah. All you gotta do is just fly out Cabbage, you guys. He can MC the contest for you, help out. I'll put in a good word for you. I think he's the right man for the job, right? Cabbage, are you nodding your head? Yeah. See, let's make it happen, universe. Let's do this. But yeah, it's gonna be exciting to see Vert coming from skate park at Tampa. Much well deserved and much needed. We need to see more vert action. And anytime we get to see like maybe Jimmy Wilkins skating a vert ramp in another place in this country, or all over the world, I should say, I'm all for it. But yeah, that's all I've got for this week. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I appreciate your patience. But like I said, this was all about celebrating my wife. She did it. She did it. I bet Bam called it too. Bam was like, yeah, your wife's going to be fine. Radiation and chemo, she's going to be fine, Rick. And she was, and she is. Now she's got to get her hair to grow back. She wouldn't mind me telling you this, but like when you have infants, you guys, just real quick, you have the hair starts coming in. Yeah, that's how it is right now. It's a little peach foot. So I was giving her a hard time. Oh, look, it's like when our kids were little. Look at the little hairs coming in. It's so cute.